Hello, Alabama. And Bama's recruiting is still hot. Have you been following along? Alabama continues to show its recruiting strength with an aggressive and strategic approach. On Friday, Crimson Tide running backs coach Robert Gillespie paid a visit to 2026 prospect Derek Cooper, a hot prospect at Chaminade High School in Florida. The interest in Cooper, a four-star running back, isn't just another move by Alabama's traditional recruiting machine. It's a calculated effort to ensure that explosive, versatile talents continue to wear the Tide uniform. Cooper isn't just another name on the wish list of major programs. He's a complete athlete who combines rare power and speed. A time of 10.7 seconds in the 100-meter dash puts him in a special category, the kind of player who can change games both on the ground and through the air. For Kalen DeBoer and his staff, securing an athlete of this caliber would be another coup in an increasingly competitive recruiting landscape. Gillespie's visit shows Alabama's continued commitment to cultivating a solid relationship with Cooper. The player himself has noted that he has been in contact with the Crimson Tide on a daily basis. In his words, "They really want me." This isn't just recruiting talk, it's a clear statement that the program is willing to invest time and energy into ensuring that Cooper feels valued. This kind of personalized approach is what sets Alabama apart from other college sports giants. Cooper was in Tuscaloosa in October and came away impressed. He has already indicated that an official visit to Alabama is in the cards in the future, a statement that reinforces the program's persuasive power. While Georgia and Auburn are also in the mix, the Tide appear to be one step ahead, showing the same intensity in recruiting that they bring to the field. It's not just about Cooper's talent, but the perfect fit he would represent in Alabama's system. With his imposing physique and ability to contribute on the ground and through the air, he's exactly the kind of player Gillespie can develop into a star in Tuscaloosa. The program's history of producing elite running backs who go on to shine in the NFL is a draw few can match. Gillespie's visit also reflects DeBoer's recruiting philosophy, not just identifying talent, but creating an environment where those players feel like they're part of something special. Consistency in contact, attention to detail, it all counts. And it's that commitment that makes Alabama not just a destination, but a dream for many young athletes. While the competition for Cooper is far from over, it's hard to ignore the Crimson Tide's momentum. Their tradition, combined with their strategic approach and ability to develop players to the professional level, makes Alabama an almost irresistible force in the recruiting game. For Tide fans, the idea of seeing an athlete with Cooper's potential on the field at Bryant-Denny Stadium is exciting. With Kalen DeBoer at the helm, Alabama continues to show why it is a staple in college football. The visit to Derek Cooper is further proof that the Crimson Tide not only seeks elite talent, but is also willing to put in the work necessary to acquire it. Let's get moving. Alabama football continues to demonstrate that its pursuit of excellence knows no bounds in recruiting, and the next big piece in the recruiting puzzle could be Hudson. Hudson, a promising tight end from Ruston High School in Louisiana, has announced his visit to the Crimson Tide on March 22. Despite still being just a sophomore, Hudson is already drawing national attention as one of the most intriguing talents in the 2027 class. Alabama's interest in Hudson comes as no surprise, considering the young athlete's unique potential. Hudson combines size, body control and route running, a skill set rarely seen in players of his stature. He's made it clear that catching the ball is one of his strengths, and with the right development, he could become a nearly unstoppable offensive weapon. With offers from top programs like Florida State, LSU and Miami, it's clear that scouts around the country share that view. Hudson himself acknowledges the weight of being recruited by Alabama. In his words, "It means a lot to be offered by them after watching them when I was young." That statement not only highlights his admiration for the program, but also reflects the Crimson Tide's impact on college football culture. For young men like Hudson, growing up watching Alabama win championships and dominate makes the idea of playing in Tuscaloosa a near mythical dream. Alabama's offer to Hudson in October was not an impulsive move. It was a strategic decision, based on Kalen DeBoer and his staff's commitment to identifying talent that can make a difference in the future. Tight ends with Hudson's skills are rare, and his ability to be a threat in both blocking and passing makes him a prospect any coach would love to have. While Hudson also plans to visit Baylor and LSU, Alabama has the advantage of its unmatched reputation. Players who come through Tuscaloosa not only win championships, but are also groomed for the next level. This track record of turning raw potential into elite production is what sets the Crimson Tide apart, and it's one of the reasons young guys like Hudson are choosing to take a closer look at the program. For Kalen DeBoer, this visit will be more than just an opportunity to show off Alabama's world-class facilities or talk about his past successes. It will be a chance to demonstrate to Hudson how he can fit into the Tide's offensive system and become a central piece of the program's future. Hudson's height and skill set offer a unique set of possibilities that could transform the way Alabama utilizes tight ends for years to come. While the competition for Hudson is still early, the March 22 visit will mark an important milestone in the process. If Alabama can establish a strong connection and demonstrate a vision for how Hudson can thrive in the Tide's system, it will be difficult for other programs to match Tuscaloosa's offer. If Hudson ends up committing to Alabama, he will have the chance to not only honor the program's legacy, but also write his own chapter in the rich history of college football. This time, the spotlight is on Bear Mcarter, a talented offensive lineman in the class of 2026 from Cass High School in Georgia. Mcarter is already emerging as one of the most promising prospects at his position, and the Crimson Tide are pulling out all the stops to land him. The connection between Mcarter and Alabama is clear. He himself has emphasized the intensity of his recruiting, saying he has spent more time with head coach Kalen DeBoer than with any other head coach. That closeness is a reflection of DeBoer's commitment to building strong relationships with the athletes he considers crucial to the program's future. For Mcarter, that personalized attention makes a difference, especially in a landscape where big-name programs like Clemson, Arkansas, Florida and Florida State are also in the running. Alabama's dedication to recruiting Mcarter was even more evident on Thursday, when DeBoer, Chris Kapolovic and Christian Robinson traveled together to see the young talent in Georgia. This coordinated approach demonstrates how much the Crimson Tide values Mcarter and believes he can be a key part of the offensive line of the future. Mcarter is not only a big player, he is agile, smart and extremely effective at the second level, traits that make him an ideal fit for Alabama's physical and dynamic style. He excels at the guard position, where his ability to dominate in the trenches and open up lanes in the running game is particularly valuable. These attributes make him a great fit in the Tide's offensive system, which values linemen who can combine brute strength with mobility and refined technique. Mcarter's commitment to Alabama seems increasingly likely given his upcoming campus visits. He will be in Tuscaloosa for Junior Day on February 1st, followed by an official visit the weekend of May 31st. Additionally, he plans to attend at least one spring practice, further cementing his closeness to the program. For DeBoer and his staff, Mcarter represents more than just a great talent, he symbolizes the future of Alabama's offensive line. Recruiting such a promising player from Georgia, a region filled with fierce competitors like Georgia and Clemson, would be a major strategic coup. More than that, it would be proof that Alabama continues to be a favorite destination for athletes who want to not only win, but also develop to their full potential. While the competition for Mcarter's commitment is still ongoing, Alabama is clearly in the lead. The combination of personal attention, a track record of success and a clear vision for the future seems to be convincing the young lineman that Tuscaloosa is the right place for him. Will he make it? And another recruit that's getting buzz, Kamari Brooks, a four-star edge rusher in the class of 2026, has narrowed his list of options to 3 programs: Alabama, Georgia, and Clemson. The Bogart, Georgia native is a versatile talent who has already caught the attention of major programs due to his combination of athletic ability and impact on the field. Brooks is the type of player every coach dreams of developing. He possesses the ideal physical build for a modern edge rusher. His ability to use his length and strength to get off blocks and get to the quarterback is impressive, as is his potential as an effective run blocker. Those qualities make him a perfect fit for Alabama's defensive system, which historically values players who can create consistent pressure at the line of scrimmage. Brooks' relationship with the Crimson Tide began in September, when he received an official offer. Since then, there has been frequent contact, with defensive coordinator Kane Womack and his staff clearly demonstrating how much they value the young talent. Womack, known for his creativity in adjusting defensive schemes to his players' strengths, has already envisioned how Brooks could be used as either the bandit or wolf, two critical positions in Alabama's defensive scheme. This flexibility highlights Brooks' potential as an impactful player in multiple game situations. In addition to his football prowess, Brooks is also a standout basketball player, helping lead North Oconee High School to a Class 4A state championship as a junior. This two-sport track record not only highlights his work ethic and competitiveness, but also demonstrates the athletic versatility he could bring to the Alabama football program. While Georgia and Clemson also remain in the running, Alabama has a proven track record of developing promising edge rushers into college football and NFL stars. This, combined with the coaching staff's intense focus on building a solid relationship with Brooks, gives the Crimson Tide a significant advantage. Additionally, the program is doing everything it can to ensure Brooks spends as much time on campus as possible in the coming weeks and months, a strategy that could ultimately be decisive in his commitment. If Brooks does decide to choose Alabama, he will not only be a great addition to the 2026 recruiting class, he will be a player who can transform the Crimson Tide defense for years to come. His ability to make an impact on both the ground and the air makes him a strategic asset for the program's future. With Kalen DeBoer leading the program, Alabama continues to show why it is a preferred destination for the nation's top talent, and Kamari Brooks' decision could be to come to Bama. What do you think? Let us know.